everybody, it's me, Cathy, again, of course. If you're new to my channel, please click the subscribe button so that you can see all my future videos so you don't miss out on anything that's fun or informative. And if you are already subscribed to my channel, welcome back, glad to have you. We're going to talk about stress today. I'm going to talk about the causes of stress, I'm going to talk about what stress can do to your body, and I'm going to go over some ways that I relieve my own stress. Stress is actually a chemical, hormonal reaction in your body to anything that requires some sort of work or action. You'll get an increase in two different hormones, one called adrenaline, which you've probably heard of, and one called cortisol, which is released by a gland in your brain. Both of those can, in a chronic situation, can cause problems. Different things that can cause stress. Your job, if you don't like your job, or the job security isn't the greatest, or you're having problems with coworkers, or your boss, if you're being harassed, or if you're working in dangerous conditions, any of those things can cause stress. If you're in college and you got a good workload on you, especially if you have a job on top of the college, that can cause stress. Any sort of loss in your life, like death or illness of a loved one, whether it's friend, family, your significant other, even a pet, even the death or illness of a pet can cause you stress. Money problems, of course. I mean, who doesn't have money problems nowadays, right? So, money problems, bills, late bills, past due bills, credit collectors, whatever, all that can stress you out. Any kind of trauma, if you have PTSD is like one big ball of stress. You get your nightmares, you get your flashbacks, you get, your memories and all that, and that can cause it. If you already have other psych problems like depression or schizophrenia or anxiety, of course, that can cause it. If you have your own illness, whether it's chronic or acute or terminal even, I mean, terminal definitely will cause stress. I mean, duh. Chronic ones, and here comes my cat. You can see her shadow on my wall and on me. Onyx, sweetie, I'm trying to do a video. Yeah, I know you're cute. Yeah, you're very cute. Okay, we'll talk about Onyx in a minute. Oh! That would be my cat's tail that did that. Luckily, it didn't fall on the floor. And actually, there's, like, good things that can cause stress, too. Getting married, buying a new home, planning for a new baby, buying a pet, adopting a pet, anything that's going to inflict more obligation on you, either financially or personally or psychologically, any of that, good or bad, stress can have detrimental effects on your health. It can cause headaches and migraines. If you're already prone to headaches and migraines, it can cause flare-ups and make it worse. It can cause sleep problems, either direction. It can either keep you awake at night while your brain is just racing and racing and racing and thinking about all this stuff that's causing you problems. Or it can make you depressed to the point that all you want to do is sleep. Because that's very common with depression, is wanting to sleep a lot. I know when I get in a depressive episode, it is hard to leave bed. If you have any digestive problems, heartburn, irritable bowel syndrome, Crohn's disease, acid reflux, any of that stuff can all be flared up by stress. Blood pressure, high blood pressure, which can lead to heart attacks, it can lead to heart arrhythmia, it can lead to strokes. It's you don't want to mess around with high blood pressure. They can cause even further mood problems, whether you do or do not already have them. It can cause anxiety, of course, and anxiety can cause stress, and stress can cause anxiety, and around and around and around we go. Where to stop, nobody knows. Anyway, it can cause some mood problems. It can even drive people to think about or attempt suicide. It can cause weight fluctuation. I don't know, did I mention this earlier? when I got divorced, it made me so physically sick because my ex-husband wanted the divorce because he was kind of unable to deal with my schizophrenia and mental illness anymore, and it just got too much for him, so he wanted a divorce, so we got a divorce. I didn't want the divorce, obviously, at the time. Now I'm looking back on it, and I'm like, okay, that's fine, no problem, because I'm in a better place without him. But I was throwing up a lot from the stress. It was causing all the digestive problems. It was causing me to throw up, which I lost 75 pounds in the matter of a few months. I lost 75 pounds. Now, if you're an emotional eater or a stressed eater, you know, if the endorphins that are released when you eat food, that can cause you to gain weight. Not rocket science. If you have arthritis or chronic fatigue syndrome or fibromyalgia, it can cause flare-ups and all of that. It can cause restlessness where you have nervous energy, you don't know what to do, you know you got to do something, but you don't know what you want to do, and blah, 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 blah. It can cause concentration problems, it can cause memory problems. There's just a whole slew of things it can cause. So, how do you deal with it? Well, there's plenty of different ways to do it, and I will give you the ones that I do, or I try to do anyway. First of all, if it is chronic, if it is getting to the point that it's making you sick, don't be afraid to talk to your doctor or your therapist or psychiatrist. There are medications that they can give you that can help, such as benzodiazepines. That would be Ativan, Valium, Xanax, Klonopin. Those can all help you out. If you have problems with addiction, be careful with those. You can take them, but you have to be careful. You have to put in the work to resist temptation. Don't take them unless you actually need them. Now, let's see. Let me think. Okay, so yeah, talk to your doctor, your therapist. Get on some medication if you have to. I know this might sound a little weird, but housework and organization, I know with me personally, just the camera here a little bit. I don't know why that was bothering me, but it was. When my house is clean and organized, then I know where everything is, and everything is put away where it's supposed to be. Easy peasy, not a problem. If I get overwhelmed and depressed and the chores start piling up and oh my god, it's going to take me forever to do this or that, laundry, dishes, cleaning the bathroom, cleaning the kitchen, vacuuming, garbage, whatever. If it starts piling up, I get overwhelmed, which only makes me want to retreat even further into my little shell, and it's just a big domino effect. It just keeps getting worse and worse. So I try to work at least an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours a day on my apartment. And not only that, but when you do that, when you're done doing whatever housework you're doing, it gives you a sense of accomplishment. You got something done. A lot of chores, give you a little bit of exercise. Exercise, even just something as simple as taking a walk, can help you out. Now, there's also yoga, meditation, martial arts. I used to take karate. I loved it. If I could afford it, I would go back, but it can be expensive. Weightlifting, aerobics, there's so many different exercises you can do. Now, if you are a handicapped person and for some reason can't do those exercises, I have plenty of other stress-relieving ways that you can do. Not only taking care of yourself physically, but taking care of your body. Well, I guess that would be physically too. A healthy diet is very important. You could even take vitamin supplements. I take a multivitamin all the time, every night. Meditation is a good one. Meditation is very easy to do, whether you're handicapped or fully physically capable of doing anything. Meditation is just relaxation, guided imagery where you just close your eyes and you think about something that you really enjoy. you try to basically take the stress and move it aside for a little while and let your brain focus on something wonderful and good. Socializing with your friends, socializing with your loved ones, socializing with your pets. I mean, even your pets. Talk to your pets. That's what they're there for, you know? Let's see. Let me think. Music. I love listening to music. I love it. It's distracting. It's also a good thing to have when you're meditating. Put on some, and you don't have to listen to the new age type of stuff or the mood music or anything. You can listen to any music you like and just let your mind go to the music and forget everything else. Or I use it in combination. Like if I know if I have a lot of housework ahead of me, I put on my headphones. I bring up YouTube. I had a playlist of, you know, dancey, happy, upbeat songs that, you know, they give me energy when I hear them. They make me happy. I do that. I'll listen to them while I do my housework. It's nice. It's good. Aromatherapy. I know a lot of people are skeptical about aromatherapy. They're like, oh, that's just some hokey, whatever. But when you think about it, if you hear something pleasant, you like it. If you see something pleasant, like a pretty person, or a flower, or artwork that you like, or anything that you like, if you see it, that can bring joy. Eating food you love can bring joy, so why can't smelling something you love bring joy, you know? In fact, our smell is one of our stronger senses that trigger memories. Like right now, I'm smelling my oil that I'm burning. Excuse me, my nose itches. I'm smelling my oil that I'm burning, and that just takes me to natural spots. I love that. And speaking of oil, here's another one that some of you are probably going to roll your eyes when I say. I have recently started going into essential oils. I don't know much about them yet, but I'm kind of figuring I've tried everything else. I might as well try this too. I've always kind of been a skeptic about stuff like that, but I figured, you know what, why not? What's the worst that could happen? I'll find some oil that stinks and I'll throw it away, and I'll have wasted a couple of bucks on a bottle of oil. I bought a whole starter kit. It's going to arrive in a few days. I have an oil diffuser. You can also put like oil on your temples or the back of your neck, or there's a lot of different pressure points on your body where you can put oil. But like I said, I don't know much about it yet. If I learn more, I might make another video about that. So anyway, I guess that's really all I have to talk about tonight. If you guys have any suggestions that you find relieve stress, leave them in the comments below. I would love to hear them. If you have any essential oil recipes or techniques that you use, leave those in the comments below. Share with each other. Talk to each other about it. I love to read your comments, and, you know, I love to hear from you guys. I love your ideas. And so, yeah, so anyway, that's all for tonight. So we will see you next time. I hope you all have a good day, and I hope you manage your stress now. I hope you learn something new to make your life a little bit better. And yeah, that's all there is to it. So we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.